Today, I just wanted to keep the Dharma School message very simple. I just wanted to cover a couple of things today. It's just kind of basically a review, but it's always good to do a review. I want to talk about some of the things in the Onaijin here. And the first thing I want to talk about is the Gohonzon. Okay, I don't know if you could see a good picture of the Gohonzon here, but it's right. The Gohonzon is right in the middle here. Okay, and it's you see this kind of inner altar thing with a little roof inside. And on below that, you see the central object of worship, central object of worship. Okay, that's called the Gohonzon. Okay, and inside there, there is sometimes there is a statue, sometimes there is a picture, and sometimes there's what's called Chinese characters. Okay, kanji in Japanese that we say. Okay, and those there are three kinds of different things that are there. They're all interchangeable. Okay, you can use whichever one. This particular temple, we use a picture, a scroll picture of Amida Buddha. Okay, so there's a statue of Amida Buddha. There's a scroll or a picture of Amida Buddha. And then there's number three, a phrase, a 6-character phrase we call Namo Amida Butsu. Okay, we say it in all our services, right? So it's Namo Amida Butsu. Okay, so there's 6 characters, 6 kanji characters. Okay, and so they're all interchangeable. Okay, but I want to talk a little bit about our Gohonzon. Okay, here, the picture scroll. Okay, so in the picture scroll, if you look very closely, Amida Buddha is standing in this kind of posture. Okay, in this kind of weird posture. You don't really see this too often. You don't see people doing this like on the street waiting for the bus or anything too much, right? But Amida Buddha is standing in this way, okay? And the reason for this is because the right hand is supposed to symbolize wisdom, okay? Wisdom, and it's the calling voice of Amida Buddha. In Japanese, this makes sense, okay? Because in Japanese culture, it's like kochi oide, right? This way, come this way, come this way. For us, it's kind of more like this, but then it's in Asian cultures, I think it's more like this, kochi oide, right? So, but this hand is supposed to symbolize wisdom, okay? And then the left hand is kind of in a scooping motion, okay? And this is to symbolize compassion, okay? And it's supposed to, if you're falling, it's the hand that kind of scoops you up and saves you, okay? So it's the scooping hand, okay? So this is supposed to represent wisdom, the calling voice, and this is supposed to represent compassion, the grasping or the scooping hand, okay? And then if you look at the side of on the statue, it's easier to see on a statue because you can't really see this on a scroll. But if you look at a statue of Amida Buddha, it's always leaning a little bit forward, okay? That's a very interesting characteristic. It's always built that way. It's leaning a little bit forward. And that is supposed to depict that truth or the Buddha is coming to get you, okay? It's coming to embrace you and hold you, okay? So truth is coming to get you, okay? That sounds kind of scary. Truth is coming to embrace you. Okay, that's better. That's a better hyogen or better expression. Okay, so that's why the Buddha is always leaning forward. Okay, and then I also want to talk about the central thing here. Okay, so what you see there is a candle. Okay, and then also what you see is flowers. Okay, so let's do those two first. Okay, so the candle again is supposed to represent light. Okay, right? And then that light's supposed to represent clarity. If there's light, we can see, right? Like inside the room or in a dark place, if there's light, we can see what's going on. So again, here it's supposed to symbolize wisdom, wisdom. Okay, and then the flowers over here are supposed to represent life. Okay, life. Okay, and it's supposed to represent warmth in this life. Okay, so again here it's compassion. So wisdom for light, compassion for flowers. Okay, and then there's another interpretation that because flowers wither away, it's supposed to also symbolize impermanence as well. Okay, but the original is supposed to depict life, the life of the flowers. Okay, the life of Amida Buddha. Okay, so light and life is wisdom and compassion. Okay, and in the center here we have 2 incense burners. Okay, and the incense, the reason why we use incense or the interpretation, there's many kind of different explanations for incense. And the one that I like to use is that the incense has this sweet fragrance, okay? This very nice aroma or nice fragrance, right? And that's supposed to symbolize the sweet fragrance of the Buddha Dharma, okay? And then as the incense continues to burn on, the smoke of the incense, the fragrance, what we say is permeates the room, right? It spreads slowly throughout the room, right? And in the same way, the Buddha Dharma slowly permeates throughout the 10 quarters, throughout the universe, okay? And that is how the Buddha Dharma spreads its sweet fragrance, okay? So that is the significance or the symbol of the incense, the light, and the flowers, and why we do this, okay? So we've been using these things since the time of the historical Buddha, okay? Since way back in the day, 2,500 years ago, this tradition has still continued to this day, okay? We still do gassho and bow to this day, okay? This is not an Asian thing. It's not a Japanese thing, although they took it and embraced it, but it is a Buddhist thing, okay? It's a very Buddhist thing. That's why here in America, to bow is not okashikunai. It shouldn't feel out of place, okay? Because it is a Buddhist cultural thing that we do, okay? So that is a very important point to remember. So then, what does Amida Buddha provide for us then? Well, as I mentioned with light and life, it provides for us clarity and warmth, okay? Spiritual clarity and warmth, okay? If you know where you are going and you have warmth while you're going there, then what more is there in life, right? You have everything that is provided for you from a spiritual sense. Then we can live in hope, and we can live with energy and vivacity, right? We can live with confidence while in this life, okay? Right now it's in the winter time. So in the winter time, maybe not here in California, but there's snow, right? In other parts of the country. If there's a clear day and you have a nice warm house to go to and you're wearing a nice puffy down jacket, right? You're having a good time in the snow. It might be even fun enough to even have a snowball fight with your friends, right? But imagine if there's a cold blizzard, right? And there's a storm coming through, you can't really see and it's really dark, right? And you don't have a home, a place of warmth, and you don't have any warm clothes on. Having a snowball fight would be last on your mind, right? Enjoying the day would be last on your mind, right? So in that same sense then, Amida Buddha provides us with clarity and warmth. It gives us the hope and the energy to live this life and explore this life and the journey of life with comfort, with ease, and with energy, okay? And this is what Amida Buddha provides for us. Again, spiritual clarity and warmth, okay? So that is, I kind of wanted to just touch upon some of those things today and just review so that as we start off the new year, we have an understanding of why we come to Sunday services and what it is that we are revering, what it is that we are paying our respects to, and what it is that we are listening to. We are listening to the Buddha Dharma, the calling voice of Amida Buddha, okay? And with that, I would like to end today's message. Thank you very much. Please join me in Gasho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Great. Thank you very much.